Hello everybody, I am back. They didn't have any of those, I think they're straps, things that keep your pants up instead of using a belt. I didn't have any in stock at Home Hardware. I found this thing. It is like, this is a part broken. It is probably another stick thing. And it had a solar thing, but the part I like is that spinny. And I was trying to figure out what else to do with it. Oh yes, my garden stuff. No, I don't need. It's the same negative program over and over. These people will never change around here. Narcissists, a lot of them think they're better than everybody else, but they're not. We're all just the same. But yes, I know, right? Look at that. Okay, yeah, I did harvest some of the kale. It's red kale. This mini tomato plant, it got blooming. I don't know. Here's the strawberries. Oh, it's actually starting to turn red. This one right here. Right? See? They start little tiny green things. They start like this. The flower. And then the petals come off. And then that center piece there comes, there's going to be lots of strawberries. It's growing everywhere. I gotta be careful. They got these hanging. I'm waiting for the cauliflower or broccoli plant to come in these plants. Oh, the tomato plant, I gotta rearrange everything. They're getting so big. But that has like a up table that I found that people are gonna throw out. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, this red kale. Deep red leaves, that finely cut edge. Remove the tough center stalk and cook as a regular cabbage? I didn't know that. I didn't read that. That's funny. Yes, there's the copper tape right there. I love the copper. I love all my stones too. I have all these like bracelets. And I'll show them. I gotta keep that ground. I know my other plants and stuff, you know. I'm going to buy another greenhouse. Another one of these. I'm gonna have two. And you wait for sales. Alright, yeah, I know. This and that one. I know I need to take this pointy plant out. This is when my raspberries are starting to grow. Oh. Wow, hey, get off of there. I want that. Yeah. Get out. Ooh. There's one. Oh my, I'm sorry. They're good. A little bit sour. This is another raspberry. I wish I don't know. Got some morning glories. I saw some. Oh, they folded up. Right here. Those were morning glories. Everybody calling me when I'm doing my videos. And my mom and my brother like, no, I'm busy. These are gonna be morning glories too up here. It's just a mess. I gotta get my beer cans moved out of the way. Oh yes, we're camping next weekend. Hopefully that goes good. Even though we gotta come back and check on the. Look at these. Aren't those pretty? That smells good. This plant's coming right. Yeah. You know what? When the landlord decided, when this fence kind of went down, they moved it over more instead of that way. Now, there's supposed to be blackberries. There's one right there. Ew. Oh, sour. Oh, we're going blackberry picking. I'll video that tonight. I'm getting a whole ball. Now this is where I sit and relax, because these people just don't know how to stop. I mean, they're just constantly on repeat. Gets drained out. It's frustrating. I am upset about this one person, but that just doesn't matter. A couple of people, but you know what? Oh well. The right people and the right tribe will come and join the family. Until people start really just focusing on being one as one people, one love, one religion, like just be as unite as complete one, instead of being so divided that they have Matrix. Like people who are in the Matrix and in the artificial intelligence stuff are getting more like cyborgs. We got those like chips and stuff, and like you can have like your phone in like your head. Like no, thank you. Or you scan thing, you got like this chip in your wrist or something. No, thank you. And then they got all this stuff that they keep thinking, oh no, that this is going to keep you from not getting sick and stuff like that, when it's not the truth. They're not telling you the truth. Do the research of the ingredients of what they're giving to you, even including with the animals they're doing. These negative people, reptilian people, are cold-blooded people. They have no feelings, none at all. This is how they can continue doing their stuff that they do. Right? They want people to keep in this illusion and stuff, but like more of it, yes, more people are starting to get aware of certain things slowly, but everybody's on their journeys in a different way. Like, we don't want these data centers. They're not actually data centers. They're not good. They're taking up all the things. Like the organic ones want nothing to do. They don't care about natures. They don't care about the forest. They don't care about the animals. They do not, absolutely not care about us. And then they have these people who are so-called, there's good police, and then there's police who are tyrants, right? That are just either paid to keep having issues or stuff, or not following, or trying to be like overpowering, or not listening to the right of people's rights, and more focusing on all this other negative stuff. But they're the reason why all these governments allow all these people who do stuff to the children and let them out and let them live near schools and all these kids, and that's because they are one. Like all of them. Well, not all of them. I can't say all of them. Because I definitely know Donald Trump. He loves kids. He would never ever do any harm to no kids. People need to stop getting that other stuff out of it. They need to do more of their research. I think he proved that he absolutely had nothing to do with all that other stuff and whatever. And because I know he would never, never. He saves the children. He helped rescue the children. He loves everybody. It's because of all these organic ones. They have an AI Donald Trump, and then they have like probably like actor or whatever, clone or stuff, and they got them deceiving people. That's how they keep dividing people. People, it doesn't matter what color, what culture, what religion, where you are from, we're all same. Absolutely positively, no matter what, if you speak in different language, I see the same pattern over and over and over and over and over, every single where, everywhere, all same, just different program patterns, because it all depends on what you watch. You know, there's the people who are awakened that understand that what you watch, what you hear, like that, I mean, like what you see, what you hear, what you speak is what you are creating. That is what your reality you're creating. That's why we have to like be careful of stuff that we watch and listen to and acknowledge in the words. But it's such a practice, because we're still being so programmed, right? Like when I first woken up, you know, like I think I was kind of awakened when I was like young, and then I started watching the program TV more. Well, whatever I didn't have really TV. I just watched whatever everybody else watched, like my nieces and that. Ooh, no, Barney. Go away. Oh no, cartoons. My niece liked Barney when she was young, my youngest niece. I always loved my nieces. You know, it's fine. I just don't want to talk about that. You know, I got my loving son. Oh, my anxiety is getting really bad. Yeah, there's a lot of down. And just, you know, like, when is this gonna change? Why isn't this changing? Like, why can these people continue to keep doing their nonsense? Why nothing is getting done about it? Why, like, people were all like, just like on the edge there, you know? They keep telling us, you know, we've already won, everything's there and that. But when are we going to see these people who are doing stuff not to the kids and not see them go down? You know, like just all these bad needs to go away. Like, let's just like pop their bubbles and stop it. You know, like leave the animals alone. They don't need they don't need to be slaughtered. They're not food. You know, and half of the meat industry is absolutely not animal meat. It's either fake meat or whatever we gotta say that is yeah, we all know what that is, you know. Just the first word starts with an H. And then the last three letters of the word is man. And then there's meat. That's just so disturbing. Like, why can't people just realize, you know, these people do not want nothing. They want to keep us down. They got these towers and stuff, you know, these G towers and these stuff, using frequencies, and then they got all this technology, and then that can erase people's memory and stuff, and the all these higher ups thinks that, you know, we're just like little like slaves for them, you know, and their little game of stuff, right? we're not letting this happen no more. You know, these people, more and more people want to live out in nature. Want to live one with peace with nature and buy land with nature and have people that will like grow stuff and then trade stuff, and you know, as being like united as one. And then there's a lot of people are finding their twin flames. You know, there's a lot of people looking out for like partners and relationships, but we need to heal ourselves first, and that's what we need to do. We need to work on ourselves to be there, and then find someone who is doing just the same. Because a lot of this stuff in this world that keeps doing us is just like schooling for us, and it's like it's really getting like harder to deal with things, right? I'll tell you one negative thing that happened to me. I tell you, I'm doing my cans and stuff, and I'm like, oh, cool. This person like puts their stuff out, so I went and then got it, and then this blue car comes out of nowhere, all right? And I'm watching the car go down the street, thinking, oh, maybe they're just looking in recycle bins and wanting the same thing I want or whatever. That is what I was thinking at first. And then he turns around, and I thought he was leaving. So I'm walking down the sidewalk with my bike, with my son's bike, and then that. And then he come whipping down the street and turned into the side street. And then he went into the parking lot and pretty much parked like right beside me. That made my stomach sicker. I knew he was negative. But I'm looking at him, and then he's got this beard, and he's like wide eyes, and he looks one of those bigger head. I don't care what you look, his energy was very negative. And I didn't find him as be a positive, nice person, and I find him to be a negative person. And then he's like, really, he says to me, he's like, what's your name? And I'm thinking in my head, I ain't giving him my name. I absolutely not giving him my name. Oh. No, I don't want to give him my name. And then when he asked me what my name was, I went, and then I started walking. And then I told him I have a child and then I have a partner, and then he apologizes. The people think I look like an easy target, but I'm absolutely not an easy target. No, I don't put up with their nonsense. As soon as he said, ask me what my name is, I was like, poop, I'm out of here. And then because of all my illnesses that I have and everything that I deal with, my medication is medical. Yeah, the medical marijuana is my prescription on the medication, because I refuse to take any of their pills. I will never take any of their pills. Their so-called medicine, no. And I get my medicine that does not have any spray on it. what I'm really looking for is I'm gonna be trying to order some of it. I want to get I think it's native wild lettuce. I want to look into. See, everybody, they're not doctors, we're not anything. It's just the stuff that I'm trying. You know, it's what I'm looking into to help myself, because it's a natural medicine. I want natural medicines. I want natural stuff that I know that this stuff will help me. Because like everything that's illnesses and stuff that in this world, in my opinion, and some other opinions too, it's wherever people are on in their opinions. You know, we can't just walk on eggshells. You know, so just be yourself. If someone's going to be upset, they're going to be upset. You can't nothing to do about it. There's nothing we can do about it. We don't need to care about these other people, because we're all living our lives. Our lives. We just need to be at peace with people. Like, stop competing. Stop this and that and that and this and that. Like, why can't we all just get along? Yeah, I don't show my face because I have a lot of issues with my teeth. Plus, I got bone irritation that has wrecked my teeth, and I don't like it. And sometimes I just wonder, why are these people like mad at me? I didn't do anything wrong. Like, why is everybody always gotta? It's never enough. Oh, there's a squirrel. Oh, it's up there on the wall. Oh, I think it climbed down the tree. Now we keep praying for all the things that are happening to people and animals. Pray for people's protection and their healings. Let's pray that everybody realizes we can detox from all these parasites from us, so we can get all this health back in our bodies. You know, let's just pray for people to more awaken to the more of the knowledge. You know, it's wonderful. Like, I love y'all. Like, I love like listening and to people. But there's a lot of stuff that I might disagree with them. But I know these people, the knowledge that they say and speak, a lot of them, is to listen to. There's one gentleman who was a victim when he was a child, that someone did something to him. And he's out there, that's that Bam Bam gentleman, I think his name's Andrew. And he out there, and in this program, Canada, I've said this, told about him before. And then all the people that are maybe victims or are just there standing up and showing where all these people who have done the kids and stuff are living at. And now he's videoing the truth behind, like, they say they're centers to help these people, but they're giving them the bad stuff to them, and telling them they need, like, these people are doing needles and bad things, which is like not acceptable to do out in the public. They're not helping these people get better. They're just handing this stuff, making these people have their fix. They're not helping. And he's exposing, and then they're trying, like, all this video and this camera thing in public and that, like, they say that if you're on the sidewalk on public and if you can see anything, you can video where you're seeing from the sidewalk, right? I understand that. All right, but my argument, if any, like, police officer in, like, Canada can help me here, you know, I'm getting so tired. Like, I don't know why I have to go through a peace order just for that person who's insane, delusional out front, that to take down his camera that is in the window, that is controlled by his phone, even when he's gone. He moves it and harasses my child and me and the partner all the time, pointing it right down our driveway. Like, he should not be allowed to have that in the window. I just want to, like, pray for someone to, like, help me so I can get that down. Like, maybe somebody should do, like, put him to, like, the doctors and stuff to get him, like, elevated of where he's at in his brain, because he just doesn't stop. He listens to my wall, tries to listen to our conversations, doesn't like my incense, is super mad, and 24/7 video and on our driveway, where he doesn't even park down. He parks in the front. Like, he doesn't need to have that necessary in the window. That's not public property, and so the Brantford police here do not care, again, about children's well-being, because they don't care for the past almost 2 years that my son doesn't feel comfortable with that gentleman's video camera in the window. So they don't care about the child's well-being, and they don't care about my well-being or any other person's well-being. But meanwhile, I'm seeing them online telling these people, oh, you can't video us, you can't, but they're in public. They're in public. So what are you? Yeah, what are you doing here? You're being a hypocrite. So it's just really frustrating. And then, like, it's just every single day. So, like, I keep looking to find like a place to move. Eventually we'll move out of here, because, like, I'm very grateful and thankful to have this beautiful backyard in this place. Because I started in a 1-bedroom apartment, and then went to a 2-bedroom apartment, and then went to this beautiful place, right? But this guy, he's just insane. And then this girl is absolutely insane. She just always hollers at me like, hello, excuse me, hello, excuse me. That's what she sounds like, exactly. Real loud. I'm like sitting on my porch, minding my own business, and then she's like throwing stuff, and she's like, I can hear you. I don't care if you can hear me. Absolutely not. Like, I don't care about these other people's stuff. I don't want them just dumping their garbage and their negative stuff on me. Like, no. It's because you have a problem with something. They all do. Even these people right next to. Right? They all do. And I just, like, in all this program. Same thing as in high school, you know? I think my memory erase stuff started, like, after I think my dad passed away. I think it's because of the trauma. Right? And then they tried to make me stay an extra year in the program in grade 4. So I had to do this grade twice. So then all the people that I was with went ahead and I stayed back. So, and then they moved up. And then my mom's house, and that was like not too like clean at all. And then they had animals, and then I think because of that, my clothes and everything didn't smell nice, and I got teased about that. And then I got teased about my dad passing. And then when I was a grade 4. And then my older brother, who was in and out of like jail, and then my sister, who's a pure narcissist. Like my mom and my sister are narcissists. And then always fighting with my other brother. And then my mom looking after young kids and stuff, babysitting. And then, in the old days, my mom just like shoved me everywhere. I was like with my grandma and grandpa, but then they passed away or couldn't look after me anymore. And then she just like dropped me off to these random people. And then this one person didn't want me to come over, or they can't also feed that person, whatever, next run, and then they just ignored me and locked me out, and I was like, didn't understand when I was a kid. And then all these people like teasing and saying stuff. And oh, your brother did that to your dad. No, my brother didn't do nothing to my dad. Okay, my uncle and my dad were drinking, right? My dad was an alcoholic, unfortunately. And my dad went walking down the trails and something happened and he slid in the water. He could not swim. And they found him floating in the water on my birthday. Passed away. Right? And my brother split up with them to go see his friend, so he feels guilty. And so we don't really know what exactly happened, but that's what we learned from, right? And then later down with my brother for the hospital programs, absolutely. Absolutely. I do not like the hospitals. I do not like going to the hospitals. I don't like going to their dentist. I don't like any of their programs. Absolutely not. And my other brother Kevin, that was about 5 years older than I was. Like, he passed away a long time ago, before, like, being over 16 years. Probably longer than 16 years. But he was hearing like voices in his head, and he was doing all kinds of like bad things that he shouldn't be doing, and it messed his brain up. And then they put him to get help at the hospital, and they didn't do their jobs, and they didn't take away. Oh, this is the Brantford Hospital mental ward, and yeah, Brantford, Ontario. And they didn't look after my brother properly and take everything away, and he told them that he was gonna like whatever his life. And then they put him in that strap room, and then they let him out, and then he unfortunately used a blanket and whatever himself in the hospital. They weren't doing their every 50 minutes checkup or their jobs, and they got guilty and sued. Right? We won the case. It was in the paper, but the doctor that was there, he got moved to a different hospital and is still in the field, which he shouldn't be. Like, this is all the inorganic ones. That is why they allow this stuff to continue and happen. Right? It's just ridiculous. All right? That's what the hospitals are, and that stuff. You know, all these, like, thinking people ghosts and like the haunting thing, and all these places where they did experiments and tried helping, but you know, most of the people who are they're saying that are this and that and labeling are like awakening people. A lot of them. So like, I wonder if my brother was actually awakening. He was just communicating or hearing, you know? It's just the inorganic ones. You know, they don't care about us. But we have to care about ourselves. We got to care about everybody else. Alright, I'm going to end this video. You guys have a beautiful, blissful day. I thank you so kindly for watching, viewing, liking, leaving beautiful messages. Thank you for adding to the channel on Instagram. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube, adding to the beautiful family. I always appreciate it. You guys just stay strong. We just got to keep telling ourselves that we're enough, that we are loved, we are worthy. We just got to keep reminding ourselves, because these inorganic ones are going to keep putting this stuff on us. So, like, sometimes I just start dancing or listening to music and try to focus on positive stuff and anything that when it happens, because that just brings your vibration back up, right? So we just got to keep trying and not give up. As much as we hitting down, we're going to keep going up. All right? Love y'all. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Sprinkle some stardust, and bye for now.